All right, well, just walking out of work now. It's 5:30. I've had a long day, so I'm still gonna have to get those questions and everything answered for you guys. I decided that I'm going to start posting a little bit about my day in real YouTube videos, in real frame, as you can see, and just basically just start dumping content whenever I can. I'm basically working 3 jobs as it stands now because I'm doing obviously my 9 to 5 here at Audi, and then, well, I would say 9 to 5, but it's more like a 7:30 to 5:30 kind of thing. 7:30 to 5:30, 7:30 to 6. Sometimes I might stay till even 8 o'clock, but I'm doing that, and then I'm also doing my stuff over at consulting and such over at my friend's shop over at German Line, and you know, and now I'm going to try to take on editing and getting videos out and learning how to do that. So there's quite a lot that I'm going to have to do. But I love doing every minute of it. I really do. It's a whole lot of fun, and it's now becoming my new hobby, just doing videos whenever I can, talking to whoever I can, and then, just letting you guys know what my day's like. Now, today was a little different. Today I woke up and I had to go over to German Line, which is the other shop that I work with. I put together a little video of kind of some of the stuff that I do there, talked to the owner, Chad, just briefly. They needed me over there to work on another car that they had. Yeah, see, I'm up on my dealership on the 6th floor now. It's great out here actually at this time. Weather's really nice here today. But I had an A3 that I was over there doing some work on that had some problems. I went to some other places, didn't get fixed correctly. Then I took a look at it, and there were some things that I had to take care of for the customer. Cheap things, nothing that was really expensive, just some timing cam allocation faults. So I'll explain that a little bit more in the video. I'm gonna try my hand at some editing, but this is just gonna be a hodgepodge of stuff. Talked to Chad a little bit, saw his M6. I'm gonna see if I can get that in the shot as well. Ooh, something. It's always fun out here. But anyway, that's Florida. That's just the way Florida is. If you don't hear a siren in Florida, are you really Floridaing it? Come on. But anyways, I'm going to get home. I'm going to get in front of my computer, and I'm going to link all of this in this same video. So thanks, guys, and I'll try to go from there. And first video is always going to be kind of, but don't hate me too much and don't be too hard on me. I'll do my best. Now, I'm with my boy Chad here. Chad is the owner of German Line Motorsports. Now, Chad's had German Line Motorsports for how many years, man?
Since 2015.
Since 2015, he's had German Line Motorsports. And, he's big. He's big here in South Florida. He's big here in the Caribbean. This is his E46 M3, but this is also his other beaut, a 2014 M6. I know what an M6 is. Some of these guys, I come over here all the time, and these guys actually think just because I work on Audis that I don't understand BMWs. And I used to do my share of E36s and stuff, but nothing of this caliber, man. So, how many horsepower?
I won't tell you. I'll let you feel it.
Oh, yeah, let me feel it.
Does your Audi sounds like this?
Let me hear it. No, not at all. Not at all, man. I said not at all. And a matter of fact, you complain. You complain that my car sounds too quiet all the time. Oh, man. Well, one day I'll be able to come back and get you, man. It's not going to be today, and it won't be tomorrow, but one day I'll be able to get you. But yeah, I come out here with these guys. These guys really, really know what they're talking about when it comes to BMW. That, like I said, they're big in South Florida, big in the Caribbean. I actually want to, man, take this down. I want to see it. I gotta see it take off. Then I'm gonna make fun of him for not having any grip. So it's man, oh man, it's a long car, isn't it? Wow. Twin turbo V8, hot V setup. I love it. I think his traction control was on, but it is a hell of a car, man. Definitely doesn't have any cats in it or anything. Man, oh man. But I come down here and do some work with these guys. Anytime they have an Audi, Volkswagen, Porsche, Lamborghini, or Bentley, they kind of call me up because it's strange to them, but normal for me. Man, oh man. You hit the brake so hard, the emergency brake came on. It flashes fast. Well, we have them activated on our cars too. Man, oh man. Jeez. How long have you had this?
Over a year.
Over a year now with this one, and then this one is his baby. This one he's had for, gosh, how long have you had the E46 for?
Maybe 2014.
2014. So you've had this for a while. You've had this, but this predates German Line. Yeah, man. Well, I talked to Michelle. Michelle is his wife, and Michelle says he's never going to get rid of this. So I'm sure of that. So at any rate, I'm going to have to get started on the Audi they have in the back. In another video, I have a shot of that one. I'm going to be doing some cam actuators on that. And after that, I got to go to my real job. So it just really never stops for me. You know, if I'm not over at my Audi shop, at my Audi dealer, I should say. We can't even really call it a shop. I'm over here at German Line Motorsports. I'm helping them out. And if I'm not there, I'm with my kids or at home on the computer trying to create some content for you guys.
Only at German Line.
Only at German Line.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna have to get used to saying that. I will say that for you, I promise. But as of right now, me being an Audi guy, I'm a little lost sometimes with some of these cars, but I've forgotten a lot, but I still know my share. Anyways, guys, have a great one. Talk to you soon. Okay, so I said I would give an update once Chad came back. Now, I don't know if I'm going to include this in the same... We're learning how to do video editing software, so I'm going to see if I can put this together. You know, it's kind of a fast-forward thing, and here I'm back with the A3. This is a 2015, I believe, A3 that they were having trouble with, and they were trying to figure out what was going on, so I came over here to help them out with it. This is a common thing to happen as these E88 engines start getting up in mileage. These Gen 3s, 2-liter turbos, all of a sudden you'll get cam actuation faults. Now, those faults, when you were dealing with that generation of 2-liter turbocharged engine, usually meant sad, bad news. It usually meant your timing chain was starting to give problems, your tensioner was going to fail, or your timing chain was stretched. That's what it meant to the Gen 1 engine. To this one, the timing chain, much better design, doesn't really have the issues that I see that the old engine did have, but you can still have cam allocation faults. So what ends up happening at first, and let me get this out of the way because I have diagnosed this one already. The customer previously replaced both control valve actuators. So these are the control valve actuators. These guys sit right on the front of the timing cover. And basically what ends up happening is they actuate, and I have the new part here. They actuate and push this little button on this spool valve. When it pushes the button on the spool valve, it sends oil through the camshaft, and the camshaft advances, can retard. Won't be specific which one, but yes, that's what ends up happening, and that's how this works. What can happen is they can get stuck, various things that can happen. This is the original unit. I have since pulled it, and see if I can get some focus here. This is jammed solid. I've already checked the rear one for the exhaust cam, and it's totally fine. So it should be replaced, but Audi didn't have both of them in stock, so we're just doing the one for now. If the customer does have issues going down the road, he's actually friends with German Line, so if he has issues coming down the road, he could always come back. It doesn't take me long to throw another one in, but this is the boo-boo part. This one is done, so I'm going to be installing this one in. We'll clear the faults, get the oil heated up to temp. Chad's going to be doing an oil change and a service to the car. I have to get back to where I actually work, my 9 to 5, but I'll get this back on, get this customer back on the road, get him happy. But other than that, I have looked at this car. This car is tuned as well. I believe it's a stage 2 integrated engineering tune that's on this particular vehicle. I don't know too much about it. I put some suspension bits on there and did the brakes for them. The car also has sway bars in, and I replaced the engine mounts and did a pendulum mount for it last time I saw this car. But these are issues that he's starting to have that he needed help with. So as we do that, looks like he needs a coolant flush too. He's a little low on coolant, but looks like he could actually use a flush, just judging by the color of that. But again, I'm only here to put this in. After I put this in, I'm going back to where I need to go. All right, guys. Okay, so now, because I had to put down the camera to do the work, obviously. So now, both valves are reinstalled. The control valves are both reinstalled. Basically, the new one on the intake cam, my old one right here. And then I put the actuators back on. And then go, Chad, give that a rev. Let's... All right. good now. So before, when I was diagnosing the car, after you had the oil heated up and you revved it, the car sounded like it had a cam in it. It was just lopey idle, lopey idle. Now, I've seen on YouTube and I've seen a bunch of people stumped by that. With the Gen 3 2-liter turbo, cam allocation faults, make sure you check your control valves, because these things do go bad and they can go bad often. Audi has, I think, 3 or 4 revisions on the unit anyway. So this unit was a D. We're now on revision H, so that's even more. I don't know how many letters they skipped in between. You know, I'll have to talk to my parts department to figure that out. But simple fix. Now, I've seen these things go at the dealer for, Chad, how much was it at the dealer? Do you remember?
One something, I think.
Like $1 something, like $100 something at the dealer.
That one superseded like 2 times.
Yeah, okay, so there was 2 super sessions on it. Now, I have also found them, now I haven't tested them out myself, but I have found them on Amazon that if you take it off and you read the part number, and I don't know if I'll be able to get to focus there, but if you read the part number, I have seen them as cheap as $30. So, and I've seen a lot of good 5-star feedback on them, that are the ones that I have seen on Amazon, and I've seen a lot of people purchasing them. So when you do want to save money, that might be something that you can do. I have not tested it myself. Your personal results might vary. I prefer to use factory parts, but if factory parts do get expensive, that's something you can do as well. Heck, I use aftermarket parts sometimes on that as well, because for a $500 car, I'll give you a perfect example. My S4, same year, same sound system basically, the amplifier went. It was gonna cost me $1,200, my price, to get a new amplifier in the car. I'm not spending that kind of money on a car that I haven't spent that much money on. So I went to eBay, and I actually got on eBay a used unit, coded it to the vehicle, and it worked fine after that. I have seen aftermarket units too. Now, we're gonna get this one a road test, see what I'm doing, see what it's doing. If it's clear and I can set readiness on it, well, I won't be able to set readiness on it because it doesn't have a CAD, but if it's clear, check, see if the fault comes back. No fault comes back, it's back to the customer. Have a great day, guys.